Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Child of the Universe. I am an MSc Physics graduate and a physics enthusiast. Today's video is for students who want to prepare for CSIR NET Physics, mainly focused on December 2026 and for GATE 2027. Many of you are starting your preparation in April or March, and some of you may be doing B.Ed, a job, or another course along with preparation. So in this video, I will explain the complete syllabus of CSIR NET Physics, a realistic timetable for students and working aspirants, the right order of subjects to study, and the biggest mistake I made during my preparation. That is actually a bonus tip, okay? So if you are feeling confused or late to start, don't worry, you still have enough time if you follow the right strategy. So, let me delve into the syllabus of CSIR NET Physics first, okay? So, as you know that there is actually 9 main subjects. So, give me 1 second for this. Okay. So, the 9 subjects are actually mathematical physics, classical mechanics, electromagnetic theory, quantum mechanics, thermodynamics and statistical physics, electronics, atomic and molecular physics, nuclear physics, solid state physics or condensed matter. Okay, so solid state physics or condensed matter physics are same. So there are 9 subjects for CSIR NET. So but basically we just said that there are two papers for CSIR NET. Okay, there are basically two papers. First paper, paper 1. Paper 1 is called General Aptitude. General Aptitude. Okay, so I just show you the syllabus. Okay, so don't worry about that. So in the General Aptitude, we want to study about the numerical ability and so many aptitude sections are there. Okay, then part 2 or the paper 2 is actually physics, that we actually going to learn about these 9 subjects. Okay, so these are the syllabus. So mathematical methods of physics, classical mechanics, part A core. Okay, so this is more easy. The easiest part is part A core, that is mathematical methods of physics, classical mechanics, EM, quantum, and so on. And in part B you have also MP, that is mathematical method, classical, EM, quantum mechanics, thermo, and so on. So you have to take, if you need this, you have to take the screenshot, or you have to search in online that the syllabus for CSIR NET physical science. So physics is actually called physical science. Okay, physical science. So you get the complete syllabus. Okay, then about the general aptitude, this is actually paper 1 for CSIR NET. This part is actually common for all the subjects. Okay, for CSIR. Okay, so the first part is numerical ability, where you have to learn about the number and simplification, LCM, HCF, and so on. There are so many topics, but this is actually a relief, because if even we are so tired by a full day by learning about physics and its concept, you have to change your mood by taking this general aptitude. This is actually so much of fun. Okay, so numerical ability, reasoning, data interpretation, and graphical analysis. So this is actually something called general aptitude, paper 1. Okay, but for GATE exams also there are general aptitude section, but it is quite different from the CSIR NET, because for GATE exams the general aptitude consists of verbal abilities also. Verbal ability simply means the symbol, not a symbol, but some grammars of English. Okay, grammars, synonyms, antonyms, idioms. There are different branches of English. Okay, so that is also included in the GATE exam general aptitude section, but in not the verbal ability is not in CSIR NET. Just numerical ability, reasoning, and data interpretation. Not any English grammar or anything in CSI and Net General Aptitude section, but you have to note that in GATE General Aptitude section you also have a verbal ability. Okay, verbal aptitude sections also. Okay, so I hope it is clear. If you have doubt, please comment below. Okay, so moving on. And also, I just wanted to argue that mathematical physics plus quantum mechanics carry a lot of weightage, because if you go for this exam, don't avoid mathematical method and quantum mechanics, because it's something a game changer. Okay, this carry a lot of weightage for any exam. If you are gonna to uh, write GATE exam or CSI net, this is actually a game changer. Okay, then I tell you the correct order to study subjects, because many students study randomly. Okay, they first maybe they take solar state, then atomic, then electro, but never bother about quantum mechanics or classical, but it's just uh, many students study randomly. That's the wrong idea. Okay, so a better order is actually, so 1 minute for this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So this is actually the correct order. First you have to take the mathematical physics, because mathematical physics is actually the base or the foundation for every branches in physics. Okay, so mathematical physics. I want to change this color actually. Okay, then classical mechanics, electromagnetic theory, quantum mechanics, thermo, electronic, atomic and molecular physics, nuclear and solid. Okay, so this is actually the correct order. Don't take electronics first in your entire month. First you have to take electronics and study so many things. That is actually something you do wrongly, because you have to take math or class or quantum mechanics first. That is actually the most weighted subject. That's why I'm stressing like that. So first you take mathematical physics. That is actually a good idea. Then what's next? So this is actually the perfect order you have to follow, but I never tell that you have to follow like this. No, that's only up to you. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. Okay, so first I give you a realistic preparation timetable. Okay, because we are not a robot, we all are humans with our own issues. Maybe we are having health issues, mental issues, and so many stress and all. So I just give you a realistic preparation timetable. Okay, from so I just start my preparation, or I just give you the timetable from April. Okay, April to December. So if you saw this video after April or many months closer to your exam, it's okay. I will give you the suggestion at the end of this video. Okay, so don't bother about that. Okay, so from April to December 2026, what you have to do? So we have actually 8 to 9 months completely. So the phase 1 is concept building, which is very important, because if you are just try to solve the problems by heart the formulas and all, the big mistake you have to do that for an interview or for a PhD entrance exam or anything. Maybe for an interview couldn't able to say anything about from the subject, because you don't have any concept, you just have some formula and you just by heart and do the problem. That is actually big mistake you have to do. So the thing is that first you have to build your concept, that is concept building, by your own way. Maybe you have to read one textbook, you maybe use some online paper, published papers to read about that subject. Maybe you have to ask your mentor or discuss with your friend. That's up to you, but the thing is that you have to clearly build the concept building is very important, and it is a time consuming process. Okay, so I suggest you that from April to July you have to build the concept. Okay, that is 4 months. So the subject at that time, so you have to note that from April to July. Okay, and the subject you have to note that mathematical physics, classical mechanics, electromagnetic theory, quantum mechanics. Okay, for 4 months you have to focus on these 4 subjects, because this is very important. And other thing I just wanted to tell you that don't try to learn one subject the whole day. Maybe one whole day you have able to do that, but the other day you maybe feel stressed, you maybe feel bored and all. So just interchange the subject is a key idea. If you are a person who can able to handle a subject a whole day, a whole week, a whole month, okay, that's good. But I just tell about someone, an extraordinary or just an ordinary person who maybe didn't able to handle the situation like one subject whole month. Okay, so you have to take math first, then combine with, don't combine it with quantum mechanics. I just tell that if you take math, then you have to combine it with atomic and molecular physics. Okay, then you take quantum mechanics. At that another month you maybe take quantum mechanics, you have to compare it with electronics or other simple subject. Electronics is not simple, but I just tell like that. Okay, then if you take EM for 1 month, you can compare it with nuclear. Okay, like where you have quantum mechanics, you have to compare it with other thing like solid or other subjects. Okay, okay, so this is actually a good idea according to me. Okay, because maybe at that time you couldn't able to if you take math, you can able to complete you can able to complete the mathematical methods fully, but you couldn't able to complete the atomic. Don't worry, after this 4 month, we have another plan to cover the remaining topics of atomic, electronic, nuclear, and solid. Why I tell this method that when during my preparation I started, okay, I just think that today I take mathematical method and the whole month I start to study mathematical. But the thing is that after 2 or 3 days, I feel that I do something big and I need some rest. One day I study so many things, and 2 or 3 days I need some rest because my mind is like I'm doing something which is so tough, and I couldn't able to handle this. So at that time I just realized my mistake what I'm doing, that I just take math and do so many things and try to harden my brain that this is no. I just tell this timetable only for the ordinary people, only for the normal one, not the extraordinary one, not the above average and so brilliant people. No, I'm just telling you this for the common people. Okay, so if you take math, you can compare it with atomic because these are hard, this is simple, and these are two concepts. Then, if you take quantum mechanics, you can take electronics with that evening or afternoon or something like that if you have time, like that. Okay. Okay, then phase 2, that is August to September. So I just tell about April to July, I guess 4 months, right? April to July. April to July. Then from August to September, you have thermo and statistical mechanics. You please be gone through the statistical mechanics. This is actually important. Uh, During that time, if you also, I have a key suggestion for you, that if you feel okay, today I don't want to study or something like that, you have to take the topic called probability, because that is something interesting and many students don't know about that. But once you get the idea about probability, it's just a game changer because it's really interesting. Then if you feel that today I don't want to study so many things, so just tell that, so today I take probability and I understand what it is, the general thing only. Maybe a coin twice, 2 times, that's enough. Maybe a card or anything. Then if you are not feeling good or I don't want to study holiday, then taking random walking problems are there, right? So you just take that, because that is actually something which help our mind to feel fresh, because these topics are not so many need so many time or nothing like that, but these are quite interesting. Maxwell Boltzmann distribution, Fermi distribution, that are actually good to arrange in the middle of the subject. Okay, so thermostatistical mechanics are also so important. Then in the September, what you have to do is, I just tell you that at the beginning, that from April to July, you have to focus the math, quantum, classical, along with some of the electronics, atomic, nuclear. Okay, so from September this month, you have to cover the cover the balance topics that you couldn't able to cover at the April to July month. Okay, so if you are a worker or a working person or a student, don't bother about this. If you have time, just wake up at 5 or something like that, according to your wish, according to your being. Just wake up at 5 or something like that, and be at the morning section. You have to try for the mathematical methods, and after coming from your work or something like that, you have to take rest, you have to do your work and all. The next morning maybe you have to take some time to study the atomic or molecular physics. But because you just think that I am a person who working, who do some courses, or so I have not enough time, don't think like that. Because a fully concentrated student is also someone who maybe study one day and maybe taking rest 2 days. Okay, this is actually going to happen if you take your 1 year or 2 year completely. Maybe some students or most disciplined students maybe study so much time, but mostly students are just one day full study then scrolling phone 2 days. Just think like that. If you are going for work or going for school or college, nothing gonna to change, because you just stop your scrolling time, you just stop to waste your time and come to physics automatically. So never think that if you go for somewhere I couldn't do PhD. No, you can enough time. If you feel or if you want to your dreams or your wings to fly, you have time. Okay, so don't bother about that. Stop overthinking, start doing. Okay, then okay, so then phase 3. So from April to July, you have to do the main subject along with some other subject. Then phase 2 to August to September, you have to do the thermostatistical and the remaining topics. Then what are the remaining month we have? Okay, so from October and December, you have to do the most important. This is the most important phase. First revision of all subjects. Okay, first revision. But the thing is that every weekends you have to revise the subject. Like in August, in April and July also, first week maybe you study something, maybe you start slowly, it's okay. Maybe you learn one formula, it's okay. At the weekend or Saturday and Sunday, you have to sit for some time. Maybe you have no work, you have no classes in Sunday, maybe in Sunday. Okay, so sit at that time for some time. Okay, have a coffee or have some snacks and sit comfortably and do the revision, because it's very important. So what is the thing I learned this week? Just try to write a physics journal. In this week I just study quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics I just study the particle in a box, how it is, what it is. The small details you have to write. That is actually something very interesting. Have a formula book, a small formula book, because a formula book is actually a game changer. If you study something, say Bragg's law today, today sin theta is equal to n lambda, just take the formula book and write it. At the end of the day, you got a big book that consists of all the important formulas of physics that helps you a lot for your interview, your preparation, your PhD. Lifelong will that will change the game. Okay, so that is also important, that is formula book revision. And also you have to November, from November you have to solve the PYQs. But the thing is that I just tell you that if you have a PYQ book, previous year solution book, you have to take it during your preparation, concept preparation time also. That is maybe April to June, July, you take the previous year questions. Maybe for mathematical methods, say a 4 year series, you have to take the test. If you get the PYQ, you have to do that along with the concept. Okay, that is also good. Okay, so November you have to do the PYQs once again, or you have to start it and do the mock test. Maybe you get the mock test online freely, get it. You have to do December full revision and formula revision. Maybe the exam is on December, so you just be aware about when the exam starts and all. So in December full revision and formula revision. Okay, so once again I tell you what we are actually going to do. That is from 1 second. So from April to July you have main subject along with some other subjects also. If you can able to do like that, you just do. Okay, if you couldn't able to bother two subjects, it's okay. Then August to September, what you have to do this thermo and statistical mechanics and the remaining topics. Okay, then from you have to strictly obey this. From October you have from October onwards you have to finish the subject. So all the syllabus, not I said that all the syllabus, just study the important things at least. Okay, first a revision of all subject, then November itself you have to do the PYQs and mock tests, then December up to exam you have to revise the things that you have learned, the formula and all. Okay, and then I just give you a realistic timetable for working students, sir, that many students cannot study 10 hours. So I'm just honest with them. So what can they do if you are working or studying another course, what you are do? So yeah, I just tell you my point of view. Okay, so if you are working or studying, so maybe morning you have to take 2 hours for concepts learning. So if you are a repeater, or if you already have your notes and everything, but you couldn't crack at that time, and you so that you went for an work or went for other course, so that is actually a different case, because you have everything, you know the concept and all, it is actually good, because at that morning section you have to start your PYQs just and all. But I just tell you, if you have no concept learning or nothing, you just take if you are working and studying, so morning 2 hours you get up early, and concept learning, concept is actually important. Then evening also you have come back, take your nap and everything, maybe 2 hours before your night, just solve the problem of that concept. Okay, then morning if you say at morning I study Raman spectroscopy, the concept learning means don't need so much deep learning, but if you have time you just do the deep learning, or just you know about the concept of Raman spectroscopy, then you come back at evening and do some problems, maybe one or two. Okay, then you have to repeat it also on that week or other day, and also like that. Then night 1 hour, night night 1 hour you have to do something, maybe you have to complete your PYQs, or you have to do the revision. Every day you have to do the revision, that today I learned Raman spectroscopy, you have to tell that yourself, today I learned Raman spectroscopy. So spectroscopies are atomic spectroscopy, molecular spectroscopy, there are so many like that, and Raman spectroscopy is this, and Raman spectroscopy we use these type of methods. And yeah, just tell that to yourself. Okay, that's the thing, you have to do the night hour 1 hour revision. So you have just get 5 hours total daily. That is enough if you stay consistent. If you do this consistently, you know that you can able to wake up early, you can do it, because morning section is actually something deep work, you can very fresh and you have to do that. So this is total 5 hours daily, you have enough time. If you are full time aspirant, morning, if you are a full time aspirant, which means if you are taking a break to study from all your 1 minute. Ah, so if you are studying or if you are take break from everything and try to a full time aspirant, then morning you have maybe 3 hours, you get 3 hours for your concepts. Then afternoon also 3 hours problem. Then night 2 hours revision, which is revision is very important. Okay, so total you get 7 to 8 hours. Consistency is more important than 12 hours. Okay, don't go for a fake study routines. Okay, so consistency is more important than 12-hour fake study routines. Okay, so this is actually for. And the other thing I just wanted to tell you, that if you are a full-time aspirant, try to move your body. Don't sit whole day in a chair. So okay, so today I changed the world and I gonna to study for 3 hours. Please don't do it. 1 hour is okay, but during also 1 hour you have to stand up sometime. You have to move your body. You have to feel the fresh air, because if you don't do like that, that is actually gonna to do a you have just what can I what just your body becomes so worse, because I feel it so many times, because sitting at a chair for long make your body confused, and Yeah, you okay. So just move your body, take a deep breath. Maybe you have to move your body as a dance, or you have to sing, you have to read a book, you have to sleep. Okay, so don't try to change the world or change your future at using one day or using 2 days. No, you have to take care of yourself, you have to take your own time, you have to take care of yourself. Okay, yeah. So that is the important thing I just wanted to tell you. So 3 hours concept, 3 hours problems, 2 hours revision, and at the middle of these hours please take care of yourself. Okay, then I tell you the biggest mistake I made. Okay, this is actually the important lesson that I just tried to teach you today. What is the biggest mistake I made? So, one mistake I made during my preparation was this, that I tried to complete the entire syllabus even on the morning of the exam. That at that time I'm preparing for the gate exam. Okay, so during my MSc, at the end of my MSc classes, I am going through a health issue, and I'm on my bed for the entire part of that syllabus. So after that I take some rest, and also I started my revision, or I started my preparation for gate exam, not at a sudden way. Okay, I didn't get enough time to prepare for the gate exam. So I tried to complete the entire syllabus even on the morning of the exam, but I tried my best to work hard to take notes and all. I kept studying new topic again and again, but I didn't revise properly. So the important mistake I do with this, didn't revise properly. I didn't revise properly. In school and colleges, we think that if we study once or we will teach someone, we will remember it forever. But in the case of competitive exams like CSIR, NET or GATE or any other exams, the things are different. If you don't revise, your brain forgets. I repeat, if you don't revise, your brain forgets. So the real mantra to crack this exam. So this is the mantra I want to tell you, that is study, revise and repeat. The thing I just do that, study and repeat. I just study. I actually don't revise it. So study, revise, repeat. If you study one concept one day, you have to revise it at the night time, then also at the weekends, then repeat the study. So study, revise, repeat, study, revise, repeat, study, revise. This is the mantra for any competitive exams. Okay, and finally, the other thing I just wanted to tell you is that rule number one. So in every video, at the end of every video, I try to give some rules. So in this video, at the end of this video, I will give you rule number one. Okay, that is, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Rule number one, believe in yourself. Don't compare your. These are the mistake I just do during my preparation. Okay, so now also I'm an aspirant. Okay, so I'm not a successful one, but I just want to change something in myself. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you that don't compare your journey with your friends, cousins, or others who are in different fields, mainly like medical field. Okay, medicine or engineering. Everyone has their own lifetime. Maybe this is your first attempt, second, third, or fourth. Maybe you are doing B.Ed, a job, or helping your family financially. That doesn't mean your dream of doing a PhD is over. Never think like that. If you truly want something and you keep working for it patiently, you can reach there. Just believe in me, or actually just believe in yourself. Okay, so ignore fake social media routines where people say they study 10 hours, 12 hours every day. Focus on your own progress, mind your own journey. Just tell, mind your own business. Okay, study consistently, revise regularly, and never give up on your dreams. Okay, so this is actually the important thing I just wanted to tell you, that believe in yourself, don't compare yourself with anyone. Okay, and also before ending this video, I also want to say something. Yeah, I want to say something important for students who may be watching this video much later. Maybe I may be uploaded this video on the month of March, and I give you the plan for started your preparation on April. Okay, maybe you are seeing this video after many months or maybe even very close to the exam, and you might feel that this is already too late to start preparation. But I want to tell you one thing, it is okay if you are starting late. If you are starting late, the best strategy is to focus on previous year questions. Okay, so I let me show you something. Okay, for CSIR Net Physics, the PYQs or the previous year questions are extremely important. So try to get a good and updated PYQ solution book. You can easily find it on platforms like Amazon or Flipkart. So this is actually, oh god, so this is actually one of the book I just bought, but this consists of only questions from 2011 to 2024. But this is actually have some solution in itself. Okay, once you get the book, okay, so I never tell you that you have to buy this. No, you have to buy appropriate your convenience. Okay, so once you get that book, open it subject by subject. What you have to use that, usually the questions are arranged by topics. For example, I will show you. Yeah, this is a mathematical physics subject. Okay, and you may see chapters like dimensional analysis, metrics, vector calculus, differential equation, and so on about the question that may be asked from the mathematical physics topic wise. Pick one topic and start looking at the questions. At the beginning, maybe you will not know how to solve the problem. Maybe you will not understand the method immediately. This is completely okay. This is completely safe for every beginners. Okay. So what you do is carefully analyze the solution. Okay. There is also a solution analyze. Solution is also there given. Maybe you didn't get that. Maybe you have to go for the online platform, or you ask your mentors or friends. It's okay, but how you get the answer, it's okay that maybe you will not understand the method immediately. What you should do is carefully analyze the solution. Try to understand why one option is correct and the other options are wrong. Maybe this option may be correct, maybe this is correct, so why these are not, why this should be correct. Okay, so analyze like that. Then slowly you will start learning the concept directly, because this is actually a time saving one. You have to read one question. Okay, maybe from the spectroscopy or anything like that, you have to read a question. You have to study what is spectroscopy, what is Raman spectroscopy, what are other type of spectroscopy. If you take NMR spectrum problem, you have to, first of all, you have to identify the what is NMR. So you try to study the concept behind NMR, and that then come back to the question. So at that time you have to study the concept and you have to solve the problem, and both at the same time. You have to do both at the same time. So that is actually time saving method. So slowly you will start learning the concept. Okay, this method is actually a very powerful and time saving strategy, I guess, because instead of studying everything from textbook first, you are learning the concept directly from exam level questions. Okay, so that is actually one important thing for the for the late people. Okay, for students who are starting late or who don't have enough time, this can be a real game changer. So even if you feel late, don't panic. Start with previous year questions, learn the concept from them, and stay consistent. So the two words I just want to tell you, that is the consistency and discipline. Okay, and don't bother about other self what they are doing. Maybe some of your friends maybe get PhD admissions at 23 or 24, 21. It's okay, just leave them there. Just focus on your dreams and all. So if you wanted to ask me something, please comment below. And if you want something, yeah, I just try to take the PYQs of CSIR Netgate and general aptitude sections in this channel. If you want, you have to please tell me, without you know just comment below. Okay, so thanks for watching and all the best for you. I hope your dreams will uh, come true one day. Okay, fly high. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.